issue 62 of the Batmobile Tumbler. In this issue we're going to be doing the second left aileron. Next, take left aileron 2. I would load up a WP screw onto the screwdriver first ready, and then you turn it over, and then this connector will go into the slot there, and it's got a slight twist that way on it. So if you put it in like that, as you can see, slightly twisting that way. And as before, I'm just going to put something to support it like that. Then the aileron, the screw goes through one side there, through the connector, and then into the other side, but the screw thread actually is cut in this bit here, and the shape of it is exactly the same, matching the shape as the other aileron. So I've got this screwdriver loaded up with a screw, so I'm going to put it in there. And I'm going to screw through the connector. You don't have to put any force on it. That's there. So that's slacking off slightly, so it's got a little bit more movement. Then we take the actuator. There's one marked L2, the one marked L3 goes on the inside where the exhaust is. The L3 will go, so the screw hole is there, then it's got a little locating tab, and the other screw hole is there, so that will go into there. So I'm just gonna, so once it's located, the pin is located in, there we are, and then I'm just gonna put a screw, AP screw to the rear of that. So I'm just put one in there, just make sure it's right, supporting that from the rear. So there's one. There's the second screw. Okay, just put that in there. So we just hold that into position from the rear, or you can just pull it up once it's located in, and then that will then locate into this actuator. And then we have another actuator which is marked as L2, which has got a screw hole in the pin, so you can see where the pin goes in there and the screw, and then the other screw hole goes into that location there. So I'm just gonna screw that in as well with a AP screw, so you can see the pin, so, and the two screw holes supporting it from there. Take one screw, not over tightening, and then finally the last screw there. Then we'll just locate it in the actuator, the pin into the actuators. And there's one that side. Just pull the actuator out slightly. Don't force the pin against it or you'll break the pin. So pull the actuator out, pop the pin in, and the same if it needs to be on that side. And so we've got that one works, and the same for that one. So that is the end of that issue. Issue 63 of the Batmobile Tumbler. We're going to be building the other spoiler and deflector, so it looks like it's quite a repeat of what we did previously. Next, we take the right air intake marked with the R on it, and then we've got a right baffle with a letter R on it. It would only go in one way round, so it faces, those bits face inwards. We oil the screws, and then we'll screw this down with SM screws. One in, and then the second screw. So that's the baffle on. And then we take the right air intake, and that will screw on that way there. Basically this is face down, the flat face of that is downwards, and then we screw in there CM screws. Same as before, we just oil them. Hold it in position, put one screw in, then choose in position, put the second screw in. Then just check, things located, and then I'll tighten that up. Okay, so there's that bit. Then we retrieve this, get it the correct way round, so that will go, so if we take face down, and then it'll go into this location exactly the same as the other side. So there's one lug there, and the two screw holes there. And then we screw that together with CM screws too. Let's get a screw on the screwdriver. Just turn it in a few turns just to locate. Do the same for the other one. Yeah, clicked in. Yeah, just pinch them up, not over tightening. So we've got a duplicate now of the other side. So that is the end of this particular issue. Issue 64 of Batmobile Tumbler. We're going to be doing the first right aileron, exactly the same as what we did for the left aileron. And in the next issue we're going to get the second right aileron. Next we take the right aileron. Then we take this bracket, the one with the two slots in it, put it on there. We take the actuator, which is marked R4. This with the longer bit and the bit R4 on the bottom. We take the pin. So I'm going to just put put the pin through the hole, drop it into the slot. Then we take the top of the aileron, it only goes one way round, and then we locate it, keeping pressure on where the pin is, and then we screw it together with screws. So we're going to screw it together with MP screws. So I'm just going to put one into that location and use the little screwdriver that they gave us. So I'm just going to screw up that, still keeping pressure on where the pin is. Same on this side. It's a nice magnetic screwdriver. So put it in there. As he says. Oh yeah. Screw that up. Once that's done, I can take the pressure off then, because it's not going to go anywhere. And then finally, the last screw at the edge. Okay. Next, I'm going to take the WP screw, which is the long one, which goes through the aileron. So I'm going to put that on the screwdriver ready. Next, we take the top section. Then we take the actuator. This will go exactly the same as this one on this side. So it locates into that ball bit there, goes through the hole. This facing back. And then I'm going to put it on something just to hold the position of it. That's right. Next we take the aileron, and I'm just going to put this, I can either put this in its location and then screw it in, or it will actually go in afterwards. So I'm just going to put it in there. I'm going to put the screw in, screwing it through like that, just slackening off slightly, like that. Then this will go round and into this location. As you can see, the pin has come through there and the two screw holes are there, and then we'll screw those together with AP screws. So we're going to put one screw in there, support in the back with my finger, but there. Screw up, but don't over tighten. Same for the other one. Screw on, hold the back of it, screw on, and then the piece, the actuator R1 will go, there's a screw hole, the pin and the other screw hole there. So that will go into that position there, and that will then go into there, but you could put that in after if you want. So I'm just going to put it, disconnect that from it, turn it over and screw it together with AP screws. So supporting it with my fingers at the back. There's one. And finally, the second one. So that. Then we take that, move it over, and that is them two in location. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So that is that bit done and the end of that issue. Obviously we got the right 2 to go on in the next issue. So you can see where this is going to eventually end up. So if we see the locating holes there, and there, them 3 holes there, and the 2 holes there. So it's going to end up looking like that.